Hello, welcome back, Halftime TV viewers and subscribers. Happy Sunday. Welcome to another episode. And last night we had a riveting interview with Rudolph Speed from the Jamaica Football Federation. And today I basically want to pull a couple of aspects of that interview where I want to speak on, because I think it's imperative that you, the viewers and subscribers, have a full understanding of what is happening behind the scenes when it comes down to the recruiting of players, especially in light of what's happening with the Bailey Cadamartry situation. Before I go any further, however, remember, smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. Big shout out to the Halftime TV sponsors as well. Quick Link Shipping, anything you need whatsoever shipped into the island, Quick Link Shipping has you covered. All right. Also, viewers, please remember, share your views and your opinions in the comment section. I think the world would be an extremely boring place if everyone had the same opinion. So share your views. I'm curious to hear what your thoughts are on each and every situation that I put out a video on. Might not agree with me, might disagree, that's fine. I want to hear anyway. All right, so to the meat of the matter. Rudolph Speed spoke about the Bailey Cadamartry situation when we asked him why was it that the player was included in the squad without confirmation from the player. He rebutted and said if we really thought the Jamaica Football Federation would include a player in the squad without confirmation from the player. That to say, the Jamaica Football Federation had confirmed, had gotten the sign off from the player, and then the player basically opted to play for the England under 19. He also went on to say that they will continue their efforts to try and get the best players who qualify, not only from England, but from all across the world, who qualify to play for Jamaica. They'll try to get the best players in the squad at any given time. He took a step back and he mentioned the Calvin Phillips situation, where Jamaica was interested in getting Calvin Phillips to play for the country, and England came in and swooped him up, and we're seeing what's happening now with Calvin Phillips. Obviously, he had a good run with the English team, but right now I think he's in a phase of his life where it's extremely dreadful. He got the move to West Ham, and since he got to West Ham, it's been downhill from there. Albeit, when he was playing for Manchester City, he wasn't getting on the field. So it's one of those situations where when it's going good, it's going great, and then on the flip side, when it's not going so good, it's going awful, and that's Calvin Phillips. Now, to Bailey Cadamartry, it's a similar situation, albeit he still qualifies to play for Jamaica even after representing the under-19. So we'll continue to monitor that situation, because we know that he is a quality player and we want to have him as one to take over. The likes of Mikel Antonio, Corey Burke, they're in their 30s, right? So we want to ensure that we have competent players able to take over when these players hang up their boots, all right? So not only is Cadamartry being poached by the English team, but our very own Omari Hutchinson, who plays for Chelsea, is currently on loan. And I tell you something, Omari Hutchinson, his team, Ipswich, played against, what's his name? Sheffield Wednesday on Saturday. They won that game 6-0, and that's Omari Hutchinson up against Bailey Cadamartry. Omari Hutchinson got on the score sheet. He got an assist as well. I think he scored twice and got an assist. So he too was poached by the England team. He came out in an interview, indicated that he received an invite from the English team. He received an invite from the Jamaica national team. However, he opted to stay put with his club and focus on getting promotion. He also went on to say his body is extremely sore. You know, usual player lingo or player concerns. But my thing is, Omari Hutchinson, the form that he's currently on with his club, and England is trying to swoop in and get this way. A player who's already played for Jamaica twice. He's played in an unofficial game as well as in an official game where Jamaica lost. I think it was last year. But once it's under once it's 3 and under official games, the player is still eligible to switch allegiance, and that's what we're seeing now. England trying to get Omari Hutchinson. England is basically competing with Jamaica to get the best talent to play for them straight off the bat, which I think is it's not only unfair, it is unfair, don't get me wrong, but the amount of talented players that England has, especially coming through the ranks, playing in the respective teams, one would expect England to be properly stocked and have enough talent to basically take over each time. So it's one of those. Usually players would play for Jamaica when the England team turn them down. They're rejected by the England team, put it that way. So we'd get them because they've been waiting forever to play for England and they haven't been given, or they haven't received a call up, etc. But no, Jamaica is actually going head to head with England for the best players who qualify to play for both. And that's what we're seeing right now. That's what we're seeing with Omari Hutchinson. That's what we're seeing with Bailey Kadeem. And I go even one step further, because a player who played against Wolverhampton yesterday in the FA Cup, if you remember correctly, Wolverhampton lost 3-2 against Coventry. And the striker for Coventry, Ellis Sims, information reaching Halftime TV is that he too qualifies to represent Jamaica. He's 23 years of age, 6 feet 3 inches tall. So he's a big fella. He got 2 goals and an assist on the day. So maybe if Bailey Kadeem opts not to come to Jamaica or not to represent Jamaica, Ellis Sims is quite a competent replacement. But I'm curious to hear what you, the viewers and subscribers, have to say. What do you think of this current rat race between England and Jamaica to poach talent? I think with the surplus of talent and the quota system that England has in place right now, where clubs have to have a set number of locally bred players or local players in the team at any given time, I think that sets up the England team for success. So them stepping down to the championship, and I don't know, good players come from the championship. We saw Ollie Watkins, who was pulled from the championship, and what he's doing with Aston Villa now, albeit a couple of seasons later. Said Benrahma, again, not at his best right now, but we saw when he just came to the Premier League what he's capable of doing. And there are so many others. Dele Alli, I think, is the one that pops out at you. They come up from the championship. And not even championship, because Dele Alli was, I think, a couple of leagues down. And he came to the Premier League and he did his thing. So a quality player is a quality player regardless of the tier of football that they're in. I think proper scouts will identify these players and they'll do their best to get these players in the team. But the current situation, we have 2 Jamaican players right now, or 2 players who are eligible to represent Jamaica still being poached by the England national team. Omari Hutchinson, who opted to sit out this one, and then we have Bailey Kadeem, who decided, hey, I am going to go ahead and represent the under-19. But one who is in line is Ellis Sims, number 9 for Coventry, 23 years old. Let's see what happens with him, because now it's getting even more evident wherein Jamaica is competing with these top countries for talent. Players who qualify either through their parents or their grandparents. They want to represent Jamaica, and they're not waiting forever, as we've seen with some players in the past, for their international call-up. They're not waiting 5 and 6 years into their footballing career to play international football. So again, that's my opinion. Let's hear what you, the viewers and subscribers, have to say. What do you think of this current situation facing the Jamaica Football Federation, wherein they're having to compete with countries like England for top talent when it comes down to international competitions? Let's hear. Leave it down in the comment section. Remember, smash the like button, subscribe to Halftime TV if you haven't yet done so. And if you haven't watched the interview with Rudolph Speed, go ahead and check it out right now and leave your comments in the comment section below. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. Peace out.